What's the most boring sport and what would you do to make it more exciting? Oh, that's a really good question. Okay, so in cricket, there is a one position that I'm really bored fielding. Okay, so fielding is a really important part of cricket that you should supposed to field. You should supposed to kind of like a fielding is really important, but in the fielding na, there is only one moment that you are actually moving. Rest of the time you are just kind of like a something really stay on ground and just like a do kind of like a field. It's a bit really boring. How do I supposed to make it kind of like a little bit of interesting? I know I could do make it more interesting, but um, this would kind of like a became something really very different sports. Okay, like let me tell you one thing that key. If I wanted to make it interesting, like I don't want to do fielding, so what would I supposed to do to make it more interesting? मैं कान में हेडफोन लगा के गाने सुन के भी फील्डिंग कर सकता हूँ, राइट? बट नो, इफ आई कुड डू दैट, अगर बैट्समैन एक छक्का मारा और मुझे सुना ही नहीं दिया एंड सडनली देर इज़ अ लाइक अ लोग शाउट कर रहे हैं मेरे दोस्त, like everyone is actually shouted at me that ki there is a ball, just run, and I don't really run because I was listening music. So like my mind will be diverted na, right? So basically if I wanted to make it interesting, that interesting makes it kind of like a disaster. Okay, as a sports you need to be fully focused on that particular sports, whatever the sports, cricket, football, or I don't know, yeah, there are so many sports. If you wanted to play a sports, play a sports. Try not to make it interesting. Be kind of like a sports has an interest. अगर फील्डिंग कर रहे हो तो उसमें इंटरेस्ट लो, ट्राई टू बी इंटरेस्ट. ओके, अगर लाइक बेसिकली अगर आपके पास बॉल भी नहीं आ रहा है ना, स्टिल यू आर वांटेड टू बी कॉशियस, स्टिल यू वांटेड टू बी काइंड ऑफ लाइक समथिंग लाइक दैट कि हाँ चलो, माइंड भी जस्ट लाइक दैट कि अगर बॉल आ रहा है तो आई शुड सपोज टू बी रन. Okay, so yeah, these are all those things, facts and things like that. If I wanted to make it interesting, no, I don't want it to make it interesting. But let's understand the chat gpt what it says. Opinion on which sport is the most boring can vary widely depending on the individual preference. However, one sport that is something cities are less excited to some is golf due to the slow pace and lack of constant attraction. Yeah, golf is a kind of like a something really very very boring game by the way. Okay, hence suggestion make it golf more exciting. So introduction, the constraints of the shot, implementing the shot clock and a time constraint of the player to take their shot could be the sense of urgency and the dynamism to the games. Player would have to make their decision more quickly, leading to the faster pace and gameplay and potentially more dramatic moment. This adjustment could make elevated golf tournament as more engaging for viewers and reducing downtime between the shots and increasing suspense. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. That's a really good suggestion. Okay, let me tell you one thing. What exactly is this thing? So, golf is a very boring game. Yeah, it's a bit boring game. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's bit boring. Okay, I didn't really play the game. I haven't really know the rules of the game, but there is a one thing that I know that ki, there is a hole, and your target is that ki you have to put this ball to that hole, but that hole is literally far away, very far away. Okay, so how do you supposed to do that? First of all, as a player can hit the ball very fast according to the how much that hole or how much that dig hole is far away from the player, from the stand. Then that player is actually go to that ball, and then that ball is actually like basically it's a kind of like a little bit of hockey, but instead of hockey it's a kind of like a something like you have to do kind of like a as minimum as short as you can. If you take as minimum shot, अगर चलो मान लेते हैं कि like there is a hole is literally almost like 300 feet away, and first shot that you take which cover almost like a 200 feet. Okay, and then second shot that you take, it take almost like a 75 feet, and third shot that you take, in that third shot you actually dig the ball at the hole. So you actually complete the entire process in 3 shots. So basically you are kind of like a something really very kind of like something really in the top, because like if I wanted to do that thing, it will take me almost like more than 5 shots. So obviously you already win because you take 3 shots. So I do understand little bit, but I don't know. Is it right or wrong? Maybe I haven't really played golf. I just seen them on the television, and that's why I just mentioned that. Probably I'm not that much understanding the golf. Maybe yes, but according to ChatGPT, what it says that ki, just like for the time consuming, like a people takes a lot of time regarding about that ki how do you supposed to take how do you supposed to kind of like hit the ball, because in the golf it's not about throwing the ball, it's about how do you throw the ball. Okay, because the ball has a kind of like a something really physical and physics things, and you have to hit the perfect ball at the perfect moment where should you supposed to hit this that, and as also how do you supposed to hold your what is bat. Okay, it's also really essential. Okay, and player takes so much amount of time about that key position, take the position and this and that and that and that, it takes. Okay, so chat gpt mentioned that key, what if we put kind of like a something really a short. Okay, so basically if you kind of like a do lot of weight, so then as a player you should supposed to drink, then you take the shot. If you take less amount of time, you haven't really take the shot. Yeah, it's a kind of like a little bit of interesting fact, or like basically yeah, like if you not understand this scenario, I just try to implement same thing on the chess. So basically in the chess is also a game. Okay, but in that chess game it's bitterly boring. Okay, for the people who is actually watching the chess game, the people who are actually playing a game is kind of like they are completely in focus in the game. But how do we supposed to make it more interesting? So instead of kind of like a something really like a people are playing chess, so basically after every move they have to took the shot. Okay, so they have to took the shot of alcohol. Okay, so it not only kind of like make it more interesting, but as also it kind of like a something really that key it affect on the how that person will play. Because of that key, each shot of the alcohol kind of like a little bit of dizziness on your brain, and then it might affect on the games too. Okay, but it make it more interesting because the another play is also kind of like a playing and taking a shot, and another playing is playing and taking a shot, and after almost like a 3 or 4 plays everyone will drunk, and then then it's kind of like a something like very make it more it is kind of like a became more interesting that who will be win. Okay, because at that time winning is matter, and at that time it yeah it is it make a little bit of interesting. So yeah, it could be yeah, but still if I wanted to make it more interesting, then I should supposed to be jeopardize the quality of the game. या लाइक बेसिकली अगर दारू पी के चेस खेल सकते हैं तो ऑब्वियसली मैं चेस उतनी अच्छे से नहीं खेल पाऊंगा जितनी अच्छे से मैं एक शांत होके खेल पाऊंगा. सेम थिंग goes with the golf, same thing goes with the cricket, same thing goes. Okay, if I wanted to play kind of like a something really very passionately, play it passionately, take an interest on that particular sports and make it kind of like a really good. Okay, I know it's a bit boring, but yeah, this is the game that you wanted to play. So yeah, it is it.